The lights of downtown. And Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the small forward.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Murray dishes to Porter. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. With the tip, it's good on the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here's Porter. Up and in on the layup.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
High post, Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Lillard against Murray. 5 to shoot. And the call is going to be, yes, it is an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Jokic kicks to Millsap. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now. You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Now here's Millsap following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Powell against Millsap. That one drops for him.
Well, burning up the defense right now is Millsap on the interior, just finding enough space to create scoring chances.
And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got druthers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Murray with it. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Jokic. Lets it fly from 18. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Back to Powell. Launches it. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Jokic, long and quick hands there to poke that one away.
Lillard surveying the D. The dish to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Tries again. And it's good on the way in.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Powell. Three-pointer. And Bull pulls it down. Denver leading by 4. Here's Jokic. Here's Millsap. Lays it up and banks it in. Millsap's got his 2nd basket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Lillard against Murray. The pass to Powell. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does.
Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
Here's Jokic. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Nuggets on top. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he teaches.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Aaron Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Will Barton. It's Najee in at the power forward. Here's Najee. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And McCollum puts up a deep 3. Portland with a new 14. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass, thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Now here's Barton. He dishes it to McGee. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Back to McGee. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Jones. To the middle. Kicks it out to McCollum.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Here's Gordon. And he converts the layup. Gordon's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Passes it to McCollum. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Now here's Barton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's McGee. And Cantor pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. McCollum kicks to Cantor. Anthony dishes to Jones. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Damian Lillard's checked in for McCollum. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. Now here's Barton. 1:51 left in the first half of basketball. Gordon, the pass to Dozier. Kicks it out to Gordon. Right wing, 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the Nuggets pick up 2. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's Simons after the Nuggets pick up 2. To the paint. Tries to keep it alive. One-on-one here. Here's Jokic. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. The 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Nuggets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Got a piece of it.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
Pass to Jokic. Dishes to Bull. Porter in the corner. For 3, Millsap. The shot will not fall. And so it's Denver. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in its center. The shot by Powell, no good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point lead. Jokic, no good. The Trailblazers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got the first bucket of the third here for the Trailblazers. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray outside. Jokic high post. And he overshot that one, missing.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up, and he uses the glass on the layup. Porter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Lillard slows it down.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And here is Murray. No points in the game yet for him. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in. Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
Lillard outside. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now for Murray. Nurkic, no good with the tip. The Nuggets leading by 8. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington, and that one drops for him.
The contact's certainly there, but Millsap just too big and too strong on those type of plays.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Lillard attacking. The shot misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
So it's Portland now. After the Nuggets pick up 2. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
Oh, free throw is good from Lillard.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
There's the pass to Dozier. Here's Najee. He's covered by Kanter. Martin from outside. Good on the triple. Martin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Here's Gordon, following the score by Damian Lillard. Gordon finds Barton. Here's Najee. Back to Gordon. To the left wing. Clock is at 3. McGee, the pass to Dozier. Another shot. In deep, McGee drops it in. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And so it. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Paul Millsap. Now, here's Jokic, following the miss by C.J. McCollum.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And they pick up 2.
Melo sees the space. Melo gets to the space, and Melo scores.
Denver leading by 16. Barton outside. Down low. Here's Millsap. To the wing right side. Barton kicks to Millsap. Pass to Jokic over Anthony, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And a wide open look for McCollum. They get it back, and Cantor able to finish.
There's the positive attitude, the strong work ethic of Cantor. Great putback.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Outside Millsap. Takes the 3, and Jones sends it back. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington comes in for Enes Kanter. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers trail by 16. Inside, Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Murray against Lillard. Murray the pass to Green. Denver passing it around. Jokic trying to free himself up. And Green with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now, here's Green. Murray kicks to Porter. Here's the 3. Can't hit that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. And here's McCollum for 3. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 17. Outside Porter. Pass to Bull. Lets it fly. Now here's Jokic. Outside Porter. Puts up a 3. He doesn't hit that one.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Lillard the pass to McCollum. Anthony left side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Bull.
And Melo can just go right through any sort of contact down low.
The first one falls. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Denver.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Here's Bull. Portland making their last shot.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. they can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Pass to Dozier to the middle. The 10-footer. Good. He hits the jump shot. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So it's Denver now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. The pass to Dozier. Six on the shot clock. Here's Najee. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Nice job on the contest from Barton there. Closing the open look at the hoop quickly with that.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
full strength. We'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Covington against Batum. Covington kicks to Powell. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Lillard with it. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now, Nurkic. Paul George missing from long range.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Leonard inside, guarded by Powell. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Now, here's Zubac. Passes to Leonard. Dishes it to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
The shot by Lillard wide open. It's hauled in by George, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Leonard on the wing. And there's the pass to George. Yes, that goes in.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Now, here's Lillard. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
George against McCollum. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The Clippers also changing it up. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. And Anthony gets it to go.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Rondo. Nobody near Leonard. Patterson. And Kanter pulls it down. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jones, the pass to Anthony. From 18 feet away, they grab their own miss. Here's Kanter, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Now, here is George. Will it go? It's the three-point bomb. He has 7. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. A nice shot by Simons.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Fires the three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Pass to McCollum. The three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Such a wide open look. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. And he banks in the layup.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Shoots over Cantor. Offline from the top of the key. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Anthony. Powell, the pass to Kanter. Out to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Kennard, the pass to Oturu, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Simons. Here's Kanter. It's tipped. Morris kicks to Rondo. It's tipped. Here's Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work. Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. The 9-foot shot off the left rim and out. The Clippers trail. Kennard up top, guarded by Powell. Morris passes to Oturu. Offensive rebound. And now Portland on the break. Anthony leading the charge.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Rondo passes to Oturu. In the corner, it's Morris. Here's Coffey, defended by Jones. Pass to Kennard. Clock at 4. Portland leading by 3. Here's Powell. Morris with the rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
A minute 42 left now here in the second. It's deflected, and he gets it back. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Kicks it out to Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Passes it to Cantor. Over Morris. Cantor's shot is off. Clippers trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
What passion from Rondo on that drive. Just relentless on how he takes it straight to the defense.
Here's Simons. Bucket is good. Simons has got 6.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Rondo passes to Oturu. To the paint. Morris finds Rondo. Back to Morris. The pass to Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Oturu from deep. Kennard's shot is off. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Jones drives in. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Kennard, the pass to Oturu. Out to Morris. There's the triple. That one misses. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Portland out in front. They're up by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the... Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Jack, how does... And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. Here's George following the score by Damian Lillard. And George, here we go. A shot missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Covington with the bucket. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Now here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And it's Lillard missing. Clippers trail by 5. Batum attacking, and here's George for 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Outside Jackson to the inside. Zubac's in the post. Working on Nurkic. Batum inside the three-point line. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
Shaky start to the half. going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
A putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Down low. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. This offense is there.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now, here is George. He's got 14. And it's George finishing it off.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Leonard.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Nurkic, a special move before the shot. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Jackson against Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
And George kicks to Zubac. 1:04 left to play in the third. Here's George. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Here's Lillard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throw.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Powell.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Over to the left wing. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Patterson, that's good.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard scanning the floor. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Portland again missing.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Jones, and it's Cantor in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. McCollum against Kennard. Pass to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Here's Rondo. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Kicks it out to McCollum. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Outside Rondo. Here's Kennard. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. And the layup's good off the glass.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to George. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Outside, George. Over McCollum, stolen by Cantor. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Passes it to McCollum, to the paint, and Cantor throws it down.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Now George. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Outside, George. Inside, here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
1:19 left in the game. Lillard outside. Now the pass to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Portland.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely, just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. But they recover it. A second chance effort. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Lillard misses. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the home. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Doncic feeling it out. Kicks it out to Richardson. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Powell. After Luka Doncic's bucket, 4 on the shot clock.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
And so it's Dallas with him. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Richardson, no luck. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Here's Porzingis. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the pass to Porzingis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Lillard. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Up top, Porzingis. He's guarded by Nurkic. Kleba kicks to Finney-Smith. Porzingis against Nurkic. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. A new 14 for the Mavericks.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Pass to Powell. Here's Brunson from outside the arc. And Kanter pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there. Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Here's CLA Stein. They get a hand on it. Powell, the pass to Hardaway. Dallas, no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 4. And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland, no good that time either. For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Outside, Redick launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
It's Hardaway that time on the assist from CLA Stein.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
Canner, high post. And it's McCollum in the corner. Shoots over Redick. CLA Stein grabs the board. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from a free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Out to the right wing. Outside Anthony. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's CLA Stein in at the 5. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. To the middle, in the air. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Anthony leading the charge. That ties the game.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Powell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Shot clock at 6. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Redick against McCollum. Redick passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Tanner, high post, working on Cauley Stein. And here's McCollum for three. Drops in the tray. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Cauley Stein. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Simons surveying the D. Passes to Cantor. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
The shot by Redick, no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's McCollum. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
20 seconds left in the second quarter. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard for the 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington. Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Doncic outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, is he?
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Doncic. Clock at 6. Here's Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Lillard misses. Mavericks trail by 5.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And, you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Here's Powell, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Powell kicks to McCollum.
You look at Porzingis, guys, and I like his versatility, especially on the defensive end where he can guard multiple positions.
Richardson, and the layup is good.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Portland with the ball. It's a 5-point game. McCollum outside, jacks up a 3, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Doncic outside. And the shot is long. Trailblazers leading by 8. McCollum trying to get open. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by McCollum.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Basket good. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Richardson to end the run. Powell pulls it in. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Here's Lillard. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 12.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his hustle after the steal. And that's how you take advantage of the turnover.
McCollum outside. From deep. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Porzingis high post. Shoots over Nurkic, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Porzingis has got 8 points.
And, you know, you look at Porzingis, he's got his shot on automatic. Not much wasted motion in that stroke.
McCollum fires from way outside. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Doncic kicks to Richardson. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Doncic.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Stolen by Kanter. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Mavericks trail by 9. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Marjanovic. Doncic out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Hardaway in at the 2-guard spot. Brunson with a clean look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brunson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Mavs. Lillard dishes to Powell. Out to Anthony. Wide open look. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And it's sent back by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jones is running. Anthony finds Powell. Back to Anthony. Lillard scanning the floor. Unloads from 13. 2 points. That one goes. And the Trailblazers lead by 8. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Blazers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
From deep three-point range, that's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard against Brunson. The pass to Doncic. And here is Marjanovic. High arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Powell. They get it back.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Doncic passes to Brunson. Doncic trying to get open. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Marjanovic. Now Lillard. Here's Powell. Anthony, the pass to Powell. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Here's Brunson. Offensive rebound, Mavericks.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Jones against Doncic. Hardaway kicks to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Lillard with it. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. That one doesn't drop. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Cauley Stein goes in. And good that time.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Leading by 5. Pass to Powell. Outside, Jones. Lillard outside. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Here's Doncic, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Shooting for Dallas.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6.
And, you know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Derek Jones. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Lillard against Richardson. Excellent D from Cantor. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Yep, it's good. And it's an 11-point Portland lead.
Saw the opportunity to put
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just some... It's an NBA afternoon game here on the... And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, they've got Michael Porter. Paul Millsap out there with Bol. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Here's Lillard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight. Chris, what an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It'll be a fun matchup to watch.
Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Lillard looking around. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here is Lillard. Passes it to Kanter. 6 to shoot. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Over Murray. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Millsap kicks to Murray. That's good. It's Millsap with the assist.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Now here's Lillard. There's the pass to Powell. And that time, also a missed shot. Bol with it. Kanter covering. And a wide open look for Porter. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lillard outside. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. On deep. And Bol pulls it down. Denver leading by 7. Here's Porter over McCollum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Portland also making some changes. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Murray up on top, covered by Anthony. Here's Jokic, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Simons to the inside. Millsap with the steal. One-on-one here. That's good from Porter on the assist by Millsap. Porter's got 6.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Collin passes to Nurkic. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, no doubt, Nurkic knows how to get it done inside. I mean, using all of his height to find the shot.
The Nuggets leading by 9. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Murray kicks to Millsap. Off target with his 3. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Little. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Back to Jokic. Feeds to Green. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Here's McCollum, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Carves out position, holds his ground, makes it an easy call for the ref.
Gordon, the pass to Barton. From downtown, with the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so it's Denver in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton, and there's JaVale McGee.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Now here's Murray. Kicks at the bowl. Pass to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones looking for an opening. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. It's tipped. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Jokic with the steal. Millsap passes to Bull. Over Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Outside, Jones. Powell, the pass to Jones. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Gordon.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Anthony kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, Portland again missing. The Nuggets leading by 8. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Gordon finds Barton. Dozier. Wow, through the and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Cancer pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Denver with the rebound. Bulls got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Powell. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
46 seconds left to play here in the half.
No, that's just too easy for me. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Lillard with it, out guarded by Murray. Powell, no one around him. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They're leading by 8. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Porter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
McCollum outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounce.
We play through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing upon whatever the defense gives up.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Denver leading by 7. Martin with it. Outside Gordon. The kick out to Barton. Drills it from outside. Barton's got 5 points so far.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
McCollum outside from deep. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Three-pointer Lillard hits it from three-point range. He has 5.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Passes it to Dozier. Back to Barton. Dozier kicks to Gordon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And here's McCollum for 3. A putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his second bucket.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Cantor against Barton. That shot is off. And it's Portland the other way. And, oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And, yes, it's good.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Inside. And McGee kicks to Dozier. Back to McGee. And there's the pass to Najee. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McCollum. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. It's good. And now just a 3-point Denver lead.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Barton against Lillard. Kicks it out to Gordon. Poked away. Stolen by McCollum. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Powell.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far. I mean, they're right here.
It's Barton with the drive. It's good. Barton's got 7.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Barton against Lillard. Pass to Powell for the tie. Rebounded by McGee.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Dozier. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Cantor. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Jokic, good, and the assist goes to Murray. He's got 6. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Chalk up 2 there. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Little. Anthony kicks to Little. Clock at 6. Back to Anthony. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing The offensive player better think twice next time.
The Nuggets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Nikola Jokic. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Michael Porter. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Here's Simons. And it's sent back by Jokic. And they'll keep possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Anthony. Cantor comes in for Little. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. The Nuggets leading by 8. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Poke loose. Here's Dozier. Here's Bol. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
The pass to Powell. McCollum right side. Count it. Good. Now Murray. Right wing. Bol dishes to Gordon. He feeds it to Bol. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bol's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
To the right side. Down low, here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Lillard. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Bol uses it to perfection to block shots.
McGee, the pass to Gordon. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 10. Pass to McGee. He kicks it to Murray.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Here's Powell. Hangs in the air. Nurkic trying to get open. Powell. That's good. Powell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Kicks to McGee. Back to Murray. Denver needs to get off his shot. Stolen by Cantor. McCollum outside. Pass to Nurkic. And Gordon over to help. Nurkic can't hit. On offense, here are the Nuggets. 8-point game. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Portland. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Bull. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Porter. To the middle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. He's perfect from the line this time.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Here's Simons. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Denver with the rebound. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. And the first one drops. Good on both. Here's Giles. And the pass to Simons. Covington wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple.
This is the confidence Covington has in himself. Assertive and shooting right off the pass.
So the Nuggets win it. Some good competition, but the home.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA. DA, it's all.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And for Los Angeles, they've got Batum, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now, here's George. Pass to Zubac. Outside, Batum. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Batum with the steal. George looking over the floor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out. To think that at one point, after that horrific leg injury, Paul George, there was some doubt whether he could regain the level of play we're accustomed to. But this guy gets better and better.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Gets an open look and hits.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now, here's George. Leonard on the wing. Rebound by Nurkic.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
A three from McCollum. Now here's Powell. No good from 18. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's George. Can't hit from in close.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
And here's McCollum for three. No good that time. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Now here's Leonard. Good D by McCollum.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Outside Jackson. Outside for Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Powell against Leonard. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Over George. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Batum passes to Zubac. Jackson in the corner. George against McCollum. Lets it go with a three. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers score. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
And a wide open look for Rondo. Nailed from three-point land.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
That's a 2 from Lillard. And with the rebound for Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Morris misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The shot by Powell, no good. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Norman Powell. Rondo against Lillard. Outside Rondo. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, how about the speed of Rondo there? Just terrific at getting in the lane and finishing at the rim.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And stolen by Lillard. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Rondo looking over the floor. Kicks to Patterson. Back to Rondo. Morris against Anthony. Pass to Mann. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Here's Patterson. Can't get it to fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front, up by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon
what we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him the discussions go both ways.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Morris is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in a shooting guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Portland shooting their first free throw this game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Now here's Rondo. Defense is right there. The layup off target. Launches it. And McCollum is good for three. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
It's stolen. It's McCollum on the wing. Shoots from the block. Up again. Tries yet again. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. Patterson inside. He's covered by Cantor.
You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Simons. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Patterson finds Rondo. It's deflected, and they get it back. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. It's a 5-point game. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got his first points of the game. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And Jones with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Patterson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you have to get something out of that possession, and thanks to Patterson's work on the glass, heads-up play to score that.
Here's Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Patrick Patterson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for McCollum. Clippers trail by 9. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
You have got to be aware of Paul George. He is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Now Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jones, no luck.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. Foul for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Batum. It's deflected. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Shoots from 12. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Jones slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
George dishes to Leonard. Passes it to Patterson. A 3. That shot off. Trailblazers leading by 9. Nurkic the pass to Powell. Here's Lillard. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Covington. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Nobody near George. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with the nut. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1 point. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. The 3 from George. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's McCollum off the drive. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
Clippers trail by 13.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Outside for Batum. Here's Leonard. The pass to Jackson. Outside, George. Shot clock at 3. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
For the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Kanter, high post. Leonard's there. Kanter, the pass to Simons. Clock at 6. Here's Powell. Pass to Simons. And the 3-ball is good. Simons has got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Kennard finds Leonard. And he makes that one.
Kawhi Leonard's length and shot-making ability on the interior is problematic for the defense.
Now here's McCollum, guarded closer. It's Powell on the wing. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Great D that time from Leonard. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Kennard. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Puts it up from 15. Here's Cantor. The rebound by Patterson. Clippers trail by 9. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And George drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Patterson against Lillard. They get a hand on it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here are the Clippers. Just 5 to shoot. Rondo dishes to Patterson. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
It's stolen by Rondo, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Portland leading by 9. And it's Lillard missing. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Clippers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
Lillard. And he gets the bucket. Lillard's got 9.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trailblazers lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Jackson is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. Rondo on top. Morris, left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Anthony.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
At the line for two.
That free throw missing.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four. That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
And he gets it to go.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Powell for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now an update on the Pizza Zubat from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. He's getting looked at now for what the team is saying is a collapsed lung. Obviously something that is very serious and something they don't take lightly. He's definitely going to be sitting the rest of this one out and potentially a significantly longer time before he'll be back on the court. Kevin, really, really bad news tonight.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. And the guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Lillard with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Lillard against Jackson. And it's in there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside Jackson. Right side George. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Pass to Powell. Lillard with it. Passes it to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Outside Covington. Oh, that's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Clippers making a switch here. Coffey's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And here's George. Three-pointer. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Batum against Cantor. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Batum. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Reggie Jackson. Rondo passes to George. And the Clippers miss again. Portland leading by 11. And it's McCollum off the drive. Yep, that one goes in there. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
George from deep three-point land hands it from downtown.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course he makes good use of it.
McCollum outside. Fires the 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Misses the layup. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Paul George. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Patterson. Excellent D from Cantor.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
McCollum from deep three-point land. Back to Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Leonard with the steal.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now a 12-point Portland lead. Here's Rondo. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, thank you, David, great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And with
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the two-guard spot. And for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position.
Boy, that jump shot is wet. Hold this, says Doncic. Any kind of airspace, and he's knocking that down.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Simons. He dishes it to Jones. 5 to shoot. And Jones slams it home.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Here's Doncic after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Now Nurkic fires from the wing. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Lillard against Doncic. He kicks to Powell. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, when he's in rhythm, he's a threat to score from here. Gotta D up Powell from the mid-range.
It's Covington on the wing. Here's Simons. Feeds it to Nurkic. Now the pass to Covington. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. For Dallas, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Doncic outside. Lob pass to Porzingis. No good on that one.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Throws it up high, and Jones slams it home.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here's Finney Smith. Right side, Porzingis. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him, Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
Outside Anthony. A putback, and Cantor able to finish.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
And it's McCollum in the corner. And there's the feed to Cantor. Yep, it counts. Cantor's got 6.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Doncic feeling it out. Passes to Powell. Good D by Covington.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's McCollum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Now here's Brunson. Shot clock at 6. So the wing on the left. Hardaway for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they've played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, C.J. McCollum out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. And it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And here is Anthony. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. They get it again. Goes back up. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Brunson. Releases from 15. And the shot no good, a bit short. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. Brunson with it. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Redick against Powell. Back to Brunson. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Brunson, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Shot's good by Anthony.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Back to Brunson, taken away by Anthony. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running, and the dunk by Powell.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Redick. No points in the game yet for him. And Portland with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Lillard scanning the floor. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Richardson, no luck.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Doncic finds Powell. There's 1:38 left here in the second. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by Portland.
At the elbow, Jones. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 8. Richardson attacking. And a missed layup.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on deep.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Elbow shot. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, puts it up. Here's Lillard. Jones, that's for 2. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And now it's a 12-point Portland lead. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Finney-Smith. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. The drive by Doncic. Shoots over Lillard, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 10 points.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Here's Lillard. The shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Portland. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jones. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period as it... And that...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Porzingis. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Here's Powell, 4 on the clock.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Pass to Simons. Off with the layup.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Powell kicks to Doncic. And the lead is down inside single digits. He's got 12. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
There's the pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. No one near him. Rebounded by Covington.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here's Richardson. Passes it to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside. Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 8.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Shot from 16. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Pop. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 8. He lobs it up.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Doncic outside. Dallas again missing. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep. You allow them to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Back to Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. Oh, and the dunk by Jones. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. The Mavericks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 14. Pass to Richardson.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And so it's Portland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's McCollum in at the point guard.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Here's Marjanovic. Banked in off the glass. Marjanovic has got his first basket.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Jones finds McCollum, and that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers. Now Brunson. He feeds it to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. The pass to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Anthony. It's Powell on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Trey Burke. And Portland with a change here, too. Lillard's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Kanter. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And really inside the paint is where Kanter thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
Here's Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. And stolen by Cauley Stein for the finish. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Here's Lillard. McCollum outside, takes a 3. Lillard. It's rebounded by Dallas. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, that's just tremendous focus there, guys. I mean, Hardaway Jr. doing a nice job keeping his composure in a tough spot.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And here's McCollum. And he comes up with the deuce.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Lillard against Doncic. Out to Porzingis from the arc. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. Richardson outside. Clock at 6. Porzingis inside. He's against Cantor. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. There's the 3. Powell kicks to McCollum. To the paint. Here's Cantor. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Lillard outside. Drills the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
One-on-one here. A step-back shot here. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
From deep three-point range. And it's Lillard again missing. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.